So it's not suspicious?
Yeah, so it's not suspicious. I don't know if the farm, my guess is that these people were getting a lot of pills from her.
Okay.
Yeah, that this maybe even more than personal use quantities. You know how this works. One of the customers finds themselves in trouble with the law. I know you'd find that shocking. And they decide to play Let's Make a Deal.
Snitches. They're the worst.
And so they meet with the FBI and they tell the FBI how Dr. Anissa's operation works. And this sparks an FBI investigation, I'm assuming maybe with some undercovers, maybe with some cooperating sources kind of going through this process to make sure they got it right. Because you can't always take the word of a criminal who's looking to play Let's Make a Deal. You still got to prove the case. And it's exactly as the snitch said. And they charge her with the federal crime of distributing and dispensing controlled substances. Okay? She pleads guilty, and then she's sentenced. Don't necessarily have a great handle in these cases about the quantity that she's doing this, the volume, because this is really just cash transactions.
Right.
Okay, but based on what they know, how much time are you going to give Dr. Anissa?
Did she go to trial?
No, pleads guilty. Pleads guilty.
3 years seems to be like 36 months seems to be what a lot of these guys, if they'll just plead guilty, they give them like 3 years.
Mm-hmm. Does she get to be a doctor anymore?
Most of the time they can get their license back, especially if it has to do with like overbilling, no problem. You overbilled, that was not a medical thing. And then this, in this case, I don't know if she'd have to wait and go and explain, like, try go in front of a board and explain, I've done my time, I did my probation, I know what I did was, and a lot of times they'll kind of tell them like, well, you can't get your DEA license back, right? Okay. Like, because you can't prescribe. Well, you'll never be able to prescribe.
I can see her being a talk therapy kind of psychologist, but I wouldn't give her a prescription pad ever again.
No, there's different types of prescription pads.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So like you'll never prescribe painkillers again. Does that make sense? Like we'll let you prescribe like.
Again, Xanax, Adderall, and Subutex. I don't know what I know. Xanax chills you out. You explained that to me. Adderall, it also kind of gets you focused. I know like college kids abuse Adderall when their mind is scattered.
Subutex, I feel like it's just like it's like Suboxone. It's basically almost like a synthetic opiate.
All right.
So I think that those are DEA registered stuff you can't provide. So I think she'd be able to get it. She's just not going to be able to prescribe those medications or any variants of it.
Getting back to your teary-eyed monologue before we told the story, was this an overreach?
No, she's breaking the law.
Okay, we're on the same page.
Yeah.
Okay.
I said 36 months.
36 months. Okay, correct answer. 15 months.
Fuck. 15 months. I feel like 15 months is reasonable too, though. I just seen so many of these guys come in and they get 36. They tend to get 3 years, Sure. And they complain the whole time.
What if it would be higher if it was opiates?
Yeah, it wasn't opiates, was it? If it had been on, even taking that into consideration, I don't think that would have changed my mind. But yeah.
Yeah, interesting. So that's 10 of the 12 questions I have prepared today. Colby, where's the score?
4 of 10. So you need to get 2 of 2 or hit one right on the head.
All right.
So.
Okay, good. We got 2 more stories, and you got to do well, okay? I'm rooting for you. Okay? You need a victory. Unfortunately, this next story is one of those really unpleasant ones that if there are any viewers who are in the car with their kids or don't want to hear about bad things happening to kids, just forward a little bit, maybe 6 minutes or so. But otherwise, consider yourself warned. This isn't on Matt's shoulders anymore. Now, the FBI runs undercover operations to try to catch people who harm children. And when I was on the white-collar crime squad in Jacksonville, just coincidentally, the Crimes Against Children squad was like our next-door neighbors and sort of the cubicle farm of the FBI. Mm-hmm. And so just by sheer proximity, I got to see what they were doing. And I always felt that the work that they did was probably the most important work the FBI was doing. It was nothing that I had an aptitude for or even a really desire to work full-time. But and someone needs to do the fraud cases as well. But I would look at them and just really, really admire the work they did. And they did a lot of undercover cases very similar to this one. They had an undercover agent who was scouring an online platform where child abuse materials are routinely bought, sold, and traded. And he meets a woman online who was using the username Sasha. That's all they had on her at the time. And Sasha moves the conversation and says, hey, let's get off this platform, I don't even know what it is, and talk on the app Telegram, where a lot of people like to go commit crimes. And the two begin texting on Telegram. Sasha says that she's the mother of a 6-year-old girl and wanted to sell the undercover agent sexually explicit photos of her own daughter. Right?
Okay.
Nightmare, right? And the undercover suspects that this is some kind of joke or setup because it's never this easy.
Right.
Right? And so the undercover says, well, I need to get proof from you that this is a legitimate offer. And the Sasha character sends 6 digital photos of a 6-year-old girl being sexually abused with a woman by a woman's hands. Okay? Like, oh my God, this seems to be real. The photos obviously are too graphic to recount here, but let your worst nightmare take control. We don't need to get into that too much. So, but on Telegram, you could kind of see what phone number the person registered with. Telegram is not going to ever cooperate with the FBI on a case, and shame on them for that, because there's a lot of, that is why criminals tend to gravitate toward Telegram. But there's ways to discern people's phone numbers if they do that. But they find the phone number, and it comes back to a woman, 36-year-old Sasha Abshire of Port Arthur, Texas. Okay. And so then the FBI, before they start doing anything, they hop on her Facebook page. She's there on Facebook, and they see that she has a 6-year-old kid. The mattress, sheets, and furniture in the background of the explicit photos that were sent matched the decor in Sasha's home on her social media postings.
This is real.
They got her at that point. The FBI and the police arrive at her house, and they meet Sasha Abshire, the mother of a 6-year-old girl. And in a search of the house reveals the digital and other evidence sealing her fate. It's exactly what it appeared to be. And they interrogated her, and she confessed to the agents that this is something she's been doing to try to make money. Her daughter's taken away by Child Protective Services. Sasha is placed under arrest for exploiting children. She pled guilty. And what kind of sentence are you going to give to this Mother of the Year, Matt Cox? Her own daughter. I know.
Is it just the one instance, or this
That's
is
the one
she's
instance
been doing
the
it?
one instance they caught her on. I don't know if her confession discussed other instances.
Plus, with this, she's going through Telegram, so who knows what went through there before.
Right.
These guys.
So they find the digital photos,
Yeah.
and they have the evidence that she's good. There's no indication in any of the documents that I saw that she's being charged with anything more than this instance.